Hi, I'm Phil Loftus, the NRVC Director of Development, and I'm grateful to be here with you. As a staff member of the NRVC, I continue to learn more about intercultural humility and anti-racism. This is an ongoing journey, one I will always be on. One of my personal goals was to increase learning and engagement to help recognize and appreciate cultural differences and cultural practices. Originally, I was focused on the Hispanic culture, but given the challenges of our world today, have broadened my focus. As a second-generation white male American, I've been afforded many advantages that my County Mayo Irish immigrant grandparents were never given. Their challenges of discrimination in society and the workplace and the preconceived beliefs and stereotypes that fostered cultural generalizations were in full play over 100 years ago and are no longer a reality for me, but for many others, they continue to be an everyday occurrence. How we treat each other matters, especially in vocation ministry. What we say and think matters. How we decipher situations, what is real and what isn't. These things help reveal ourselves. Statements such as, "They're all lazy. Look at how they dress. Look at what they eat." Or "They want free handouts and they can't speak the language," are hurtful generalizations that try to bring forth cultural dominance. The current hierarchical power structure that is attempting to maintain the status quo forgets the painful reality of the past. One example of this is voting rights, which at one time were based solely on property ownership, and the forthcoming remedies to this bias, such as the 15th and 19th Amendments that expanded voting rights for African Americans and women. Change must be adopted, and we must all adapt, individually and institutionally. The goal can't be and shouldn't be to maintain power at all costs. The NRVC is poised to learn, accept, and grow in our understanding of others. In her book, Cast, Isabel Wilkerson writes, "Generational distortions shape popular sentiment." She goes on to state, "Americans align themselves not with those whose plight they may share, but with those whose power and privilege intersect with a trait of their own. People's self-interest helps draw them nearer to personal characteristics that afford them the most status. Many make the aspirational choice." I now ask, isn't this destructive? Shouldn't we throw out the blinders and recognize each of our plights and put self-interest aside and be equal as human beings? It is Thomas Merton who said, "I have come to think that care of the soul requires a high degree of resistance to the culture around us, simply because that culture is dedicated to values that have no concern for the soul." The NRVC is moving forward to learn, accept, and grow in the understanding of others. I pray and ask Jesus to change me, open my mind, help me to see things differently. There is much work to do. Let us continue to walk humbly together for the ongoing transformation of the world.